All right, YouTube. So we've been talking a lot recently about how to get better as a football player, but today we're gonna talk about the real important stuff, how to elevate your drip. All right, before y'all get into tizzy, I'm playing, but we're gonna go over how to take you from a skip all the way to a drip. And yo, I am sick and tired of being underrated on YouTube. So if you missed the video, hit that subscribe button, man, but let's just get right to it. Oh yeah, and let me know what your go-to game day drip is down in the comments. Let's see what y'all rocking. Now, first off, we got the helmet. And when it comes to the helmet, the most important thing, and this might make or break your drip before it even starts, is the helmet tilt. Now, this is something I learned way back in elementary school when I was playing lacrosse, but essentially, you'd never wanna be looking at these bars right here. You're doing that, you're gonna look like a scrub. And I promise you, tough football players do not look like scrubs. To show y'all an example, if your helmet's on and it's looking like this, I promise you right now, no one will respect you. You're gonna get tried, you're gonna get beat. But instead, if you can see right here, we want our helmet to have like a little bit of an angle downward. Now, this isn't any more dangerous than just having the helmet on in general. It just makes it look a little bit better. But the real key to achieve this is whenever you're getting fitted for the helmet, you wanna put it on, place it like this, then put the chin strap here, have whoever's adjusting it, adjust it, and yeah, you'll be smooth. But please, for the love of God, don't ever have your helmet like this. I've seen it before. You see it a lot in youth football when the helmets don't really fit. Once you got a helmet that fits you for real, yeah, make sure that shit got appropriate tilt. Now, some of y'all are gonna ask what helmet you wanna choose. Choose whatever helmet you're gonna be comfortable in. That means from a physical comfort standpoint and whatever you're gonna be comfortable with, like, you know, hitting weight. Because at the end of the day, even though you don't wanna use your head to hit, it is gonna be in some hits. And those of y'all that know me know I wore the XP in my playing days. The reason I chose it was because 1, it was light. 2, it was comfortable, and 3, every other helmet I wore, when I got hit in the head, I felt it, so I was like, hey, if I'm gonna feel it, I might as well be in something comfortable and light. When it comes to the visor, if you wanna rock one, it's your prerogative. It doesn't really make a huge difference in terms of, actually no, having a visor is definitely more drip than not, but you can still have drip with no visor on. The next drip hack we got is matching your glove colors. So a lot of guys think, oh, we're wearing white, I'm gonna wear white gloves, or we're wearing, let's say navy, I'm gonna wear navy gloves. And yeah, it makes sense from a drip standpoint, right? You want everything to look uniform. But what if I told you might actually be selling yourself on the field? Let me put it like this. Say you're wearing all white, you know, you wanna go with the white gloves. Those white gloves, they are very, very visible on that black shirt. The navy gloves, still visible, slightly less. And for my DBs, y'all know how the refs get. They gonna hold you any chance they get. Like, you might not even be holding the receiver. It literally might just be your white glove placed on top of that black jersey. Hey man, they're still liable to throw the flag. Not cause you're holding, just cause, man, that shit's so visible. But you take the blue gloves, oh, now it's slightly less visible. And if the gloves are slightly less visible, well, now you tuck a little bit of jersey, it's not gonna be seen as easily. You know, you wanna hit a little slingshot, hey, the ref's liable to not see it. And this is actually something I picked up from Michigan. So Coach Harbaugh, if we were home, we'd be wearing white gloves. If we were away, we'd be wearing blue gloves. Just cause he felt like, yo, these refs, they're terrible, they suck, we play a lot of man coverage. Yeah, no, we need every advantage we can get. And I've posted this before and people were like, oh, you gotta cheat to win. Oh, look at that, just be good and you don't have to worry about cheating. It's like, dog, I'm gonna use every single advantage I can get in football. That's like saying the offense shouldn't hard count cause defense might jump off sides, you might get a free 5 yards. Like, nah, miss me with all that. In football, you should be trying to get advantages. And matching the glove colors, oh, that right there is an advantage. So the next drip hack is gonna be understanding color scheme. So I know what I just said about matching your gloves to the other team's jersey. Just know if you do that, sometimes you have to build the entire drip around that now. So if your team's wearing all black, say you got like black armbands on and things like that, sometimes the white gloves just ain't gonna look right. Now it's case by case, it really all depends on how you rock it, how you put it together. Just know you are liable sometimes to have the look a little bit off. But more importantly, when it comes to the color scheme, is making sure that all your accessories are the same color. Like in drip or skip, I've seen guys with like white gloves, a green arm sleeve, white bands. No, it's just doing too much. It's all the way off. Like, you don't never, ever want to do that. Instead, make sure all the accessories are the same color, are the same shade. That shit gonna look infinitely better. This also applies to the lower body. Now, it can work sometimes, but generally, if you're gonna wear dark accessories up top, you wanna wear the same color accessories on your legs. So if you're wearing tights, if you're wearing socks, you want those to be the same color as the upper body accessories. One of the few times you can get away with it is if you're wearing, let's say, a white jersey and you have black pants and you're gonna wear white accessories up here, dark accessories down below, that's when it works a little bit better. But for the most part, just stay consistent with the accessory color. Next up, this is one a lot of y'all request, is how to have the untucked undershirt look. Now for this look, really what you wanna make sure is that you have a shirt that has some spandex, a little bit of polyester, like this right here. So one way to test it without knowing is if it can stretch a little bit, right? You don't want it to be super stretchy, you don't want it to be compression, but you want it to have a little bit of stretch to it. And if you want the untucked undershirt look, please do not do it with a cotton shirt. I'm telling you right now, that shit gonna feel sweaty, gonna feel musty. It's just not gonna feel comfortable on the body. Not to mention it's gonna be super hot. Like I would literally wear this during 100-degree weather in camp, feel perfectly fine. Now you can do this with long sleeve, short sleeve, sleeveless shirt, doesn't really matter. All you want to do is make sure that's just hanging a little bit. Then just throw the jersey on. As you see, it's just hanging out the bottom of the shirt. It's not gonna roll up because it's not compression, because it's not cotton, and it's gonna feel comfortable too. Oh, and please, 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 for the love of God, please stop wearing the baggy short sleeve t-shirts. That shit looks terrible, makes you look like someone you literally just woke up late for practice, had to sprint out the house, had to just go to the locker room, throw whatever on over top of what you already had on when you got there. You look like a scrub, look like a slapdick. Please don't do that. Next up, we got how to make your jersey tighter. Now, this one's a little tight, so we're gonna switch over to a different one. Now, this jersey is not loose, but it's not super tight either. You know, there's a little bit of space here. I don't really have any loose jerseys. If you wanna make this tighter, what you do, right? You take a part of the jersey, you know, at the bottom, twist it up a little bit, and then tuck it up inside of the jersey itself. Boom, now the jersey's a little bit tighter. The real key to making this work is you're gonna wanna have some tape with you. So all you need is like a little piece, you know, nothing too crazy. Then when you tie the jersey up, all you wanna do, take the tape, wrap it around there. That way it's nice, snug, secure. When you tuck it up under, it's not gonna move. And I've actually, for past seasons, like when I was in high school and stuff like that, I would leave it taped up the entire season. Tape it once early on, leave it there, now you're good to go for the entire time. Next up, we're gonna talk about everything you need to know about tights. First off, never, ever, ever wear quarter tights. Just don't do it, ever, don't think about it, don't even consider it, don't have it like be even a little thought in your head. Like, no, just get rid of it, don't do it. All right, now that that's out the way, the big thing with tights is understanding how much space should be showing on your skin. So right now, I have on quarter socks. As you can see, my tights are pulled up a little bit. There is a very minimal amount of space showing right now. It is about that much skin showing. That is what it should be, no matter how high or low the socks are. Like, I'll see people with ankle socks have their tights pulled up to here. That is a skip 10 out of 10 times. Likewise, if you're gonna wear tights over the socks, there are two things you gotta make sure. One, you gotta make sure the socks aren't straight, right? You still want a little bit of scrunch, but you wanna make the scrunch look intentional. You don't want the scrunch to look like you just threw the socks on any which way. They're like kind of bunched up under the tights. That's when it looks a little messy. And the one thing with drip is it should always be clean, right? Clean drip supersedes everything else. But here's a picture of me doing it back in the day. Give y'all just a little bit better picture. Now, I know before I said you want a minimal amount of space between the tight and the sock, but sometimes the tights, they slide down, right? A way to fix that, tape again. So what you wanna do is you wanna go to either Walmart or Dick's, either of those probably suffice, and you wanna get the tape, but not the tape that, you know, is regular tape, the tape that's self-adherent. And all you do, pull the tight up a little bit, take the tape, wrap it around the leg. As such, the tape adheres to itself, so that way you don't have to worry about residue being on your skin. Throw the tight right over top, and boom, that shit gonna be in place all game. Done it in games before, telling you, it works. So that way y'all not sitting there every 2 seconds, you know, playing with the tights, pulling it back up, pulling it down, pulling it back up. Like, it's gonna stay locked in place. That's what you need. You want your drip to look good, but also you don't want it to be interfering with you, right? You don't wanna be worried about it every single play, because at the end of the day, that just gets annoying, it's distracting. Next up, we got everyone's favorite, the pants abutted knees tutorial. Because I ain't gonna hold you, if your pants touching your shins, bad ball, especially if you a DB. If you a DB, they trying you every single play, you gonna give up some. If you're a receiver, yeah, you probably not getting that ball at all. So there are a few ways you can do it. My method, what I did was I started off putting the pads in the pants first. Then you wanna pull the bottom of the pants through. And when you're pulling it through, the thigh pads might come out, just, you know, kind of fix them as you go. I'm keeping the shorts on for monetization purposes, but essentially just pull the bottom up however high you really want it to be. So after you get that done, pull the pants, pull them up. And if you can't see it, the knee pads right now are backwards. What I would do when I was playing, I would usually go one more flip. Right now they're pretty high, so I'm not gonna do it. But yeah, you can, if the pants are still a little long, you can go one more flip, and usually the knee pads straighten themselves out. Yeah, this was low-key a really good one for me, not doing this in about a year. But if your coach doesn't let you wear your pants above your knees, or the refs don't let you wear your pants above the knees, I ain't gonna lie, there's no real workaround. Pull them as high as you can without them saying something. But yeah, no, there's not really a hack you can do to undo the hack, you know? The next drip hack is what to do if you got white cleats, but you wanna wear black socks. So if you've been watching me for a while, you'll know that black socks, white cleats, or really white cleats in any color socks aside from white is gonna be a drip sin. And if you got drip sins, you're probably gonna get a skip. But a simple way to counter this is break up the black sock from the white cleat. So right now I still got those quarter socks on, but all you gotta do is make sure a little bit of the sock is showing, right? Doesn't gotta be a ton, just a little bit. And then right there, breaks it up a little bit, makes it look cleaner, better look, you're gonna have drip that way. The next drip hack is gonna be cleat selection. This isn't actually talking about the cleat in and of itself, more so just the colors of them. I know a lot of y'all, elementary school, middle school, high school, y'all don't got hundreds of dollars just to be dropping on multiple pairs of cleats. Now, you could go white and it look probably clean for the most part, but I will say white cleats don't go the best, especially with darker color uniforms. Not to mention, once you get to the end of the year, them white cleats, yeah, they're gonna be a lot more brown and green. So if you can only afford one pair of cleats in the year, I would say, hey, ditch the white and grab a pair of black cleats. Low key, even cleats that are your team's colors would work too. Because when it comes to black cleats, well, even though they might have a lot of wear and tear, it won't necessarily look like it. Like I've worn these games, workouts, practices, grass fields, dirt fields, mud fields, turf fields. They still look pretty much the same as when I first got them. And this is the biggest key if you have black cleats, throw white laces in them. The white laces is gonna give it like a little bit of added versatility, and I don't really know what it is, but the black cleats with the white laces allows you to wear them with black socks, white socks, and you can really build all your drip off of that. You go black cleats, black gloves, white accessories. You could also go all black accessories. Shit, you can even go all white accessories and it still works. You can only afford one pair of cleats. I would go black cleats, throw the white laces in them. You have a lot of options, a lot of variety in terms of drip to go with. The final drip hack is gonna be understanding your body proportions and how it relates to your drip. So kind of like fashion in general, certain things aren't gonna look the same on certain people. So when I do drip or skip, I'll have people listing off what they're wearing. It's like, low key, that doesn't really matter because two people could wear the exact same thing and it doesn't look the same at all. For instance, me, I'm 6 feet, but my torso is probably longer than my legs, right? I don't have the longest of legs. And when you don't have long legs, that kind of limits some of the drip looks you can actually pull off. So I'll say like scrunch socks, scrunch sleeves that go up high, those don't look the best on people like us. Like I'll throw it on, but really all it does is just make our legs look a lot stubbier than they should be looking. Like granted, it doesn't look awful on me because like I said, I'm not exactly short, but it does make my legs look slightly shorter than they were before. And for those of you that's like 5'8", 5'9", yeah, nah, this look, I be seeing on y'all sometimes, that shit don't work at all. And I ain't gonna hold y'all either. Ankle socks on shorter legs, that shit don't work either. That's reserved for really longer leg people. And if we're keeping it a whole buck, ankle socks in general, they not that great of a look. But yeah, if you got shorter legs, definitely can't pull it off. So you might be asking, Hunt, what do I wear then? In my opinion, quarter socks is probably the best look for shorter legs. Low key, it's probably the most consistent look in general. Like no matter what your body proportions are, quarter socks are gonna look good on you. And if you got shorter legs, you can also go for like more of a scrunch crew sock look. That's gonna work too. That's gonna do it for the drip hacks. Now, when it comes to drip, right? Football drip, it's fun. It's not supposed to be that serious. So do whatever really makes you feel comfortable, what you feel looks good. It's all personal preference. And to the people who are gonna be like, oh, this is a pointless video. Why does this even matter? Like I said before, football is supposed to be fun, right? Between coaches, the stress of trying to balance everything in your life, between bad games, bad practices, annoying fans, all that stuff. You know, football at times can get a little unfun. You can start losing love for it. So drip's one of those things, right, where it's like, all right, man, let's have a little fun with it. But if you like the video, hey, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. There's no reason we are not at 50K right now. There's no reason we're still an underrated YouTuber. Like, ain't no reason for that. So yeah, y'all make that happen. Let me know what your go-to game day drip is. Hey, send this to a teammate that needs it for sure. Make sure your squad not looking bummy this year. But I'm gonna catch y'all next time.